Now it feels like Christmas. Look how cute this little tiny house, gingerbread house is.
Are you ready?
What's up guys, welcome to Vlogmas Day 20. I got my nice little grout fit on. I'm about to go to Walmart to get a couple stocking stuffers for Bobby. We are getting so close to the end of Vlogmas. It's kind of sad, but also kind of excited because I've been vlogging for 20 days straight now. It gets to be a lot, but let me tell you, it is so worth it. I love looking back at my old Vlogmas videos. I call them like seasons. This season would be season 5 because it's the 5th year that I've tried Vlogmas. Yeah, I started it back in my sophomore year of college, so I've been doing this for such a long time. It's fun to see how far I've come with vlogging, and even like my physical appearance has changed tremendously since like I started Vlogmas. I think I actually might wear my contacts today. I hate having my vlog camera in the reflection of my glasses, so I might pop my contacts in, even though I hate wearing them sometimes, especially on days that I'm not really doing anything. Anyways, with that being said, it is about 10:52. My mom said she wanted to leave around 11, so we're gonna go to Walmart, and then I have a couple things that I have to do today. And I guess you guys will be coming along with me to find out. I need to ship out my wedding tomorrow, the one that I posted their highlight on Wednesday. Their wedding video is ready to be shipped out, so I need to get that all packaged. I was thinking about wrapping the playbooks in like Christmas wrapping paper just because it's that close to Christmas and I think it'll be fun for them to open. Also, Bobby and I's Truth or Drink went up yesterday, so I hope you guys liked that. I cut out quite a few questions that were just a little bit too much for me to answer on the internet. So yeah, that's what's going on today. I will see you guys at Walmart. The makeup aisle has the best lighting. For Bobby's stocking. I'm looking for one more thing for my grandma. I already got her other thing in the mail, but I wanted to get one other like little thing, and I thought a phone case would be perfect. I don't think she's ever changed her phone case. That's why I thought it would be a good idea.
That's a great idea.
If we can find her phone case.
If we could find it.
I like don't know anyone else that has her phone. Everyone has iPhones anymore.
Yeah.
No luck with the phone case here at Walmart, but we're gonna try Amazon. So that trip to Walmart was a lot longer than planned, but it was crazy busy in there. Wouldn't you have to agree, Mother?
Oh, yes.
Now it feels like Christmas. We're home. Look how cute this little tiny house, gingerbread house is. I died whenever I saw it, and it's totally me. So Natalie and I are gonna make this, I think, on the 23rd. We usually do a Q&A. I just can't believe that they have a tiny house gingerbread house making kit. Like, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen. And just like that, it's 9:30. I got this hot chocolate set at Walmart today, and I actually have like a similar one that I got last year, but this one, stop! This one does not have dark chocolate in it, which I like because I don't like dark chocolate. So which one should I have? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Swiss Miss Caramel. If we're being honest, that was probably the stupidest thing. And then you put a wet towel on the burner. You could have started a fire. We're getting comfy cozy in here with the hot chocolate. So, if you couldn't already tell, it is almost 10 o'clock and I haven't vlogged all day. I have been doing a lot of work today and I probably haven't moved off the couch. Being productive, of course. That being said, I finished everything I needed to do. We're all good. I'm actually sending out my wedding tomorrow, not my wedding, my last wedding of the year though, that I filmed tomorrow to my clients, and I'm so excited because I wanted to get it done before Christmas and I finally did, so now I can relax and enjoy the Christmas week. So Natalie had the awesome idea because I failed as a vlogger today and she wanted to ask me some questions as being a wedding videographer starting up my business this year, so go for it.
Are you ready? What is your favorite and least favorite part to edit a wedding?
My least favorite, I know for sure, like off the top of my head, is the ceremony. Not all the time, but when they're like super long ceremonies, it just is really hard to like keep myself like focused. because it's a lot of matching up the audio, because I always mic the groom. Miking the groom, obviously you have to connect his audio to the video, like the main video audio, and I have 3 different cameras. So I have to go through 3 different camera audios and match his audio with all of those. And then I cancel out all of the other camera audios so that the main audio on the video is the groom's mic, if that makes any sense. So I think it's only my least favorite because it just takes the longest to edit. But my favorite part of editing weddings is definitely the portrait shots of the video, because you put their like first dance song over it, or like songs that really like fit the couple, and it honestly makes me cry. And I realized today, finishing up editing this one wedding, their first dance song, I think I might want to use as my first dance song because it is just so cute. And I never heard it until I went to their wedding, and it's a popular song of course, but I just don't really listen to country, and it's kind of on like the country side. But today for sure I just loved editing like their first dance.
What couple was your favorite to edit?
Oh, that's hard.
Like, what did you have the most fun editing on, like, creativity wise?
I feel like Teresa Mitchell's was my favorite to edit, and it ended up turning out like beautiful. They did a lantern launch at the end, and I just thought it was so cute because like I showed, this wasn't in their highlight, but I showed like the reality of it all, where they would throw up the lanterns and then they would just like go right down to the ground, and it was during like the fall time, so there were leaves in the ground, and if the fire from the lantern caught the leaves on fire, then everything would have caught on fire. Obviously that didn't happen, but I just showed like the reality of what it was like during the lantern launch, like for their final film that they paid for. But I definitely think that theirs was probably on the top of my list.
Have you gotten any ideas for your own wedding from the weddings that you filmed?
So many. Like I just said, like I feel like this is gonna change though, because I don't know when that's gonna be. I literally, Bobby knows this, I have like a playlist on my phone of like 20 different first dance songs. And today I realized like I might just drop all those and use this one, because it really just like made me like think, I don't know, it's just really cute. It was Nobody But You by Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton, if you guys wanted to know. But anyways, we'll see. Don't hold me to that. Who knows, it could be 3 years, 4 years down the line, and I could have a totally different like thought on a first dance song. But I definitely have options. I definitely like the rustic style. Bobby I think does too, obviously, because it's more like country-ish, but more like a rustic modern though. Like there's actually a whole venue I know that I want my wedding at already, but who knows?
That we looked at, or
yeah, we already looked at it.
How much time do you put into editing?
Literally
Literally?
a lot of, like my mom gets mad at me because I don't track my hours, which I definitely need to do, and I also have a part-time job, and it's been hard with Vlogmas. Vlogmas has been taking up a lot of my time, and that is why I've been a little bit like,
I feel like this past wedding took you a long time to edit just because they had like that package.
Yeah, and they had the most footage I think I've ever shot, and to be honest that could be a good and bad thing. It's good because then I'm not like scrambling to try to find like different clips to like fit somewhere. Like I'm not just putting a clip here to put it here to like fit the time. I literally had so much to work with, which was great. But the only bad thing about that is like I look at one clip and I'm like, I want to use this, but I also want to use this, but it's too close to looking like this clip, so I don't want to use both of them, if that makes any sense. So
do you get along with the photographers?
Sometimes. That's actually a good question, because I value everyone, like all of the vendors' time and effort that they put into a wedding. Obviously we're all getting paid, so it's kind of like some photographers act like they're like up here and videographers are just down here. I think more so because photographers have been doing weddings for years and years. I feel like video like just became popular like 5 years ago. For the most part, photographers are very nice. In the past, I have dealt with photographers who just don't give a crap at all about being in videographers' shots, and that just like grinds my gears, because it wasn't just one shot. Do you remember I found like 5 shots that they just like walked right in front of? Like the last wedding that I did in November, that photographer was very nice, and she was actually last minute because their original photographer got COVID that week, so they were able to hire a new photographer, and she was awesome to work with, and we're friends on Facebook.
Would you rather film a friend's wedding or a stranger wedding?
Stranger.
I know the answer.
Yeah.
But
stranger for sure. I actually wasn't supposed to film my cousin's wedding this past summer, because at the venue that they were originally supposed to have their wedding at, they were only allowed to have videographers that were affiliated through their venue. And obviously like their venue was in New Jersey, so I had no connections out there. Once COVID hit and everything, and they had to like switch all their plans, they literally had like 17 different plans, and they ended up with having their wedding on the beach. And she asked me last minute if I would be interested in filming it, and I was like, you know what, yeah, I want to do this for you guys. Like, and honestly I'm so glad I did. I didn't feel like I needed to be like there every second. Like I still enjoyed the wedding, and that's like my point. I wouldn't really like filming friends' weddings because I would want to enjoy them.
Would you rather have me or Bobby film?
don't be hurt by this, but Bobby, because he has learned so much. My one cousin, whenever I was still doing like family weddings, my one cousin Alexa had her wedding in Ohio, and that whole like Christmas time, it was around Christmas, and right after Christmas so many of my family members got sick, and Natalie got sick on the way to my cousin's wedding, and she was my second shooter. Luckily, Bobby was my wedding date to the wedding, and I asked him, I was like, hey, can you just stand over by that tripod and make sure it's recording? Like, that's all you need to do. And he liked it. And even when I told him to stop, I remember he picked up another camera and started filming, like, at the reception and stuff, and I was just like, that's so nice. Like, you didn't have to do that. He was probably just trying to impress you. I know, that was in the earlier days.
How many weddings could you film in a year? Like, if everyone, like, booked you. Like,
I was thinking for
where
next
would you
year,
draw the line?
I'm still trying to learn like my booked, because booked is not having a wedding every single weekend of the year, because that would literally be impossible. Whenever I was interning, my boss told me that she filmed, I think it was like 40 something weddings a year, and there's 52 weeks in a year, so if you do the math, that's like a crazy amount of weddings. And she said that was actually her worst year yet, like mentally and physically, like draining. So I never really knew what like my booked would be. Currently I have 13 weddings for next year. I think I would stop it at 20 and just like each year build up to make sure that I'm not overworking myself, because I feel like I get ahead of myself. July I already have a wedding every weekend. I'm like, that's okay, but then I have to like give myself a break for the month before that month or the month after that month or something. But I have a pretty big gap in the beginning of the year, like January through March. I think I don't have any weddings, so like those 3 months I'm free.
What would happen if you lost wedding footage?
I don't even think I told them what happened yesterday. This is what I hate about technology, and I'm like so like deep, like this is my career. Yesterday I was sitting on the couch because I like being at my desk sometimes. I'm very productive at my desk, but I wanted to transfer the wedding I was working on to my laptop so that I could just like hang out with my family, because I feel like I'm like back here a lot, you know. I had it on my portable hard drive, and I went to, I forget what I was doing. Oh yeah, I came back here to get ready because I was gonna go on Zoom with my friends. I came back and the portable hard drive disconnected from my laptop, and I like freaked out because I thought it lost all my footage. I unplugged the whole cord, I plugged it in again, it wasn't showing up, and I was like, are you kidding me? I just finished this freaking wedding and I don't, like, what if I can't get the footage back? So I came back in here, I plugged it into my desktop computer. It wasn't showing up for a couple minutes, but then it finally did, and usually it doesn't take that long to show up. So I was really scared, and like I came back here, I literally was gonna cry, but luckily everything was there.
Do you ever get tired of editing weddings? Would you ever want to film anything else in life, since your title is Capture Life?
Yes. I don't get tired of editing weddings. The only thing is, like, and this could be even a song that I like, when I am listening to that same song over and over again, I am like, oh my god, I just need a break. Like, I don't want to edit this anymore. I do, like, it's kind of along the same lines as like weddings, but like proposal videos, I definitely want to do those in the future. My friend Caitlin, she's told her boyfriend to let him know when they're getting engaged, because I will, or let me know when they're, not her, let me know whenever they're getting engaged, because I would love to film their proposal. But I just think that would be so fun, like to be like hidden in a bush. I've done a sorority recruitment video in the past, like I would do those.
What is your advice for people
starting out being a wedding videographer? If my college did not require an internship, I probably wouldn't have done that, but I am so glad that I did, because I learned so much from doing that, because I was able to go with her to different weddings, and like I was shadowing her. So even if your school doesn't have an internship, I would definitely try to shadow someone and be like their second or third shooter, because being there hands-on, learning all that stuff, like seeing it in front of my eyes, was so helpful. I learned a lot whenever I was in high school from the video class, because like Mrs. Magnus taught us how to use Final Cut Pro, and that's what I used like for the longest time editing weddings. And I remember in college they said that they were going to teach us how to use Premiere Pro, and I did not want to like learn how to use that. I was like, it looks so hard, I'll never get the hang of it. And even at IUP they didn't even, like, not to like bash on IUP, but they didn't really do a great job of teaching us how to use it.
I feel like it was too new and like for people to teach.
Yeah, but like they like didn't teach it at all. Like they were like, here's this software, learn how to use it. Whenever she interviewed me, she asked me what I used to edit my weddings, and I said Final Cut Pro. And she was like, oh, okay, I know what that is. And I was like, what do you use? And she said, Premiere. And I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to like learn how to use this. Throughout my internship, whenever I started working with her, she taught me how to use it in one day, and I absolutely loved it. I was like, this is so easy. And I still use Final Cut to edit my vlogs on because it's just easy, but Premiere is just so much more of like an organized software for like weddings, because there's so much footage. You can put everything in folders. Like, it's just so much easier to like see, although it does crash more often.
Mrs. Magnus did a good job teaching it
Premiere
when it first came out, yeah, because we had to use it.
You used Premiere
for my junior year.
That's all the questions. Thanks, Nat, for that idea, because we were gonna make random TikToks and I don't think that would have been.
Can we still do that?
I mean, we can, yeah, but like, we like to drive through really nice neighborhoods and look at lights. Is that weird? We're not stalking.
Everyone does that.
Okay.
Okay.
We will see you tomorrow with Vlogmas Day
With a brand new video.
21, I think. Yeah, 21. Bye.
Everybody trying to go, yeah, the party jumping off. Hey, we putting on a show, trying to catch a vibe. We do this every time, like na 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 na. Feeling like I'm on the highway, cause everything been going my way, and now they looking at me sideways.